After the Industrial Revolution in Europe in the past centuries, a new revolution began at the end of the 20th century. And the beginning of this century, a new industrial revolution, but this time a technological revolution with the concept of the new generation. It has changed and technology has entered it greatly, which may start to bother some. One of the results of this great technological revolution is changing the strategic value of global wealth. After the emergence of electric cars, for example, and their total dependence on electricity, the strategic value of petroleum will decrease. We have given this example in order to talk about the change in the strategic value of sand, a very important material in the future of technology and the semiconductor industry. Yes, it's silicon. Even the Arabian desert has the purest silicon in the world. This material that humanity will need for several centuries and for which agreements and perhaps wars and alliances will be established. The silicon found in the sands of the Arab desert is the wealth that will be one of the most important materials that will enter the semiconductor industry, and the need for it multiplies with the passage of years and the development of technology that we are witnessing, and its value changes to become one of the most important and most expensive materials in the world, and sand will become a commodity that is exported and imported in huge quantities due to the country's need for this. Sudan has started to export 2 million tons of sand to German companies in exchange for providing Sudan with solar power plants, and the rest of the Arab countries, such as Saudi Arabia, Egypt, Qatar, Emirates, Libya, Algeria, and Syria, will begin. In the coming years, it will start trading sand and exporting it to countries that manufacture technology, tablets, and semiconductors, in addition to producing silicon and silica for export to all parts of the world. Silicon will also remain at the heart of the technological revolution, which has become one of the most growing industries in the United States, providing tens of thousands of jobs, and is the solar panel industry. It was not a coincidence that the industry grew in the Silicon Valley, where the most important technological industries are located, just like computers. R2Si, professor of chemistry at University College London, says the next silicon revolution depends on all this material. According to Sella, the manufacture of semiconductor materials is based on adding impurities to silicon in a way that creates obstacles for the electrons to control. These obstacles can be closed and turned on in a way that allows controlling the electrons and thus performing operations related to computer programming. Scientific studies expect that the world will witness a technological revolution based on sand, the main component of which is silicon, the main component of sand. Since ancient times, humans have used this material in the manufacture of glass panels, and this industry flourished with the emergence of the first civilizations in the plains of Mesopotamia. In the modern era, silicon has become of great economic value. After it entered the manufacture of electronics, computers, window glass, microscope and telescope lenses, as well as pharmaceutical uses. According to experts, silicon will remain an influential factor in the technological revolution after it entered the manufacture of solar panels. The countries that own this important material will receive global attention, and these raw materials will be among the most important raw materials in the world for use in most of the technologies and tablets on the future. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and activate the bell button to receive all new. WikiTube, the first audiovisual encyclopedia in the English version.